Now we're going to deal with decision making. From the earlier modules, you ran across decision making as a characteristic necessary to accomplish what you want to do. And here we're going to spend a little bit of time on how to make decisions. Successful people reach decisions quickly. They change decisions slowly. Unsuccessful people sort of do it backwards. They they have a tough time. They difficult to reach the decision, so that they do it slowly. It's a painful process to get them to even decide where to go to dinner. By the time they decide, you're not hungry anymore, or else you've died of starvation. And they do it slowly, and then they change the decision quickly, um, backwards. You want to decide quick, get the information you need, maybe consult other people, get some opinions, do some research, get some facts, make a decision, decide. It's not brain surgery here. Decide. And then once you decide, go for it. Remember the plan, do, and implement. And then change. If it's not working, go ahead, change. But try to make it work. You're trying to make it work. Unsuccessful people, again, they decide and then they're wishy-washy. That means, well, it didn't work, and they're off to something else. So big difference there. Tips. Although we said get the opinions of others, don't overly be influenced by those decisions. Just because someone has an opinion doesn't mean it's a good one. This goes back to the idea, only confide your issues, don't only seek advice from people who have the ability to help. If you're thinking of starting a business, don't talk to your brother-in-law for their opinion. Don't talk to your mom or dad for their opinion, unless they've started a business and know something about it. I see that all the time. People are asking their friends, and what do you think about this? And they get advice that isn't worth listening to. So only confide in people who can help you with the problem and have some expertise, not just anybody. And again, don't spend so much time talking about it. Decide, do it, go back, make a decision, do it. Indecision is a habit. Again, procrastination is, well, I don't want to actually do it. So I just want to talk about it or think about it. Again, no decision is an actual decision. Thinking it over is a decision not to change. I used to use this in sales situations all the time. I'd be advising someone from a financial planning or investment strategy, and here they are, they have no money, and I'm trying to help them develop a savings or investment program so they'll have enough money when they retire. And they just, well, I got to think about it. And what do you have to think about it? You're poor now. I can make you rich. There is nothing to think it over. When you say you want to think it over, basically you're deciding to be poor. If you don't have any money now, and I'm showing you how you can have money in the future, and what do you have to think about? Make a decision, try it. If it is not working after a while, what I tell you didn't work, then you can make a change. Then you can do something else. But if life isn't working out the way you want, your results aren't going to change unless you change. That's just common sense, and yet nobody knows how to do this. It's frustrating as all get out when dealing with people. And every salesperson has heard to think it over. Well, now, again, all personality types probably can't be as concise about it as I just was there. But some variation of that should be part of your closing. because people need to make a decision one way or the other. I don't want to hear, I want to think it over. I used to sell real estate and I'd get somebody, they got 2 houses here and they just can't decide. You've shown them houses over the weekend and they're down to 2 and they just can't decide. Well, make a decision. Pick one. I don't care which one. As an agent, I used to push people. Pick one. I don't care which. But you got to make a decision. Otherwise, you're still living in the apartment. Without the decision, nothing happens. And people are so afraid of making bad decisions. And you need to get over it. Successful people, leaders, are good at getting over it. They're not afraid of making bad decisions. They're afraid of making no decision. This is frequently worse than making a bad decision. No decision is sometimes worse than making a bad decision. I'll give you a little bit of philosophy to end this section. I'm in my 60s. And once you get in your 60s, you start thinking about your life in the past. And you're looking at, well, when I think of all the things I've done, I have made countless decisions, done lots of stuff. And I have some regrets. Not a lot, but I do. And I think most people do. But when I analyze it, and I have done this, I tend not to regret the things that I tried and they failed. Oddly enough, I've had some buttes where I tried something, started a business, spent a fortune, and lost money, and a lot of money in some cases. And I don't feel that bad about that because I learned a lot from the times I made bad decisions. I learned a lot. Know what I really regret? All the times in my life where I had a chance to do something and I chose not to because I was afraid or I just didn't want to do it or try it. Or seemed too risky. And I always kind of wonder, how would that have turned out? What if I had tried that? How would my life have been different? Those are the things I feel bad about when I didn't, make the jump and didn't try it. Or I had to think it over and then it just went away. So give that some thought.